Hey guys, I was lucky enough to be invited by Mountain Grandma to be part of the Healthy Snacks 24 collaboration. So here we are. Let's get to making the yummy things. Yes! Now this particular recipe, I use my spiralizer because it's fancy and makes things go a little bit further and makes the sweet potato eventually start looking a little bit like noodles, which, you know, I mean, it's not, it's just sweet potato, but it works, it does the thing. If you don't have a fancy old spiralizer like I do, then you can just grate them and that works just as well. It doesn't, you don't have to have a fancy spiralizer. I just do. So every now and again I use it. Not very often, but sometimes. So while I finish doing that, I just want to talk to you about the giveaway that Tammy over Mountain Grandma is doing on the 6th of June at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Now don't ask me what that is anywhere else in the world. I haven't got a clue. Look it up. You're grown-ups. You can do this. You got this. Do it. She has a giveaway, but you need to comment on the videos. So leave a comment in the videos and check out the playlist, which is down below in the description as well. Okay? Alright. Now, I've got to cut up my onions. Spring onions. Or green onions, whatever you want to call them. I don't care. But they're spring onions to us. Okay? So they get sliced up into chunky bits, thrown in. Woohoo! So yeah, we want our spring onions in, a good bunch of them, chuck them all in. Basically you want anything that you would normally put in a vegetable noodle, right? So if you got your 2-minute noodles and you chuck it in all the veg, that's literally what we're doing here. So it doesn't matter if you follow this directly or not, alright? Now, I know that sometimes for people, you know, they don't see salad as a snack, but for me, it's really important to have things like this sitting in the fridge that I can just grab and go, because otherwise I won't eat. Or I'll grab things like, you know, toast with jam and things that I probably shouldn't be eating more of than I do. So yeah, now we've got our celery here, which is just being sliced just enough, you know. I mean, I don't really have to describe chopping veg to you, do I? Do I really? The point is this is a really low GI recipe, and you put in whatever veg you want. I've just written out the ingredients what I've put in here because that's what I had on the day, but you can do whatever you want. The point is that this is a raw food recipe, so it's whole foods, it's plant-based, it's yummy, and it is something that I would eat for a snack. Because I have crunchy cravings. I crave crispy, crunchy food. And I will look for whatever I can find that's crispy and crunchy for a snack. Now, that's all very well and fabulous if you don't have chips and crackers and all that kind of stuff floating around the house, which we always do, because Tanny's lunches and stuff. But when I'm on my own, it's really hard to not just grab the easy option, especially when I'm working hard and I'm videoing or I'm filming or I'm editing or I'm doing other stuff. You know, I want to be grabbing something that's healthy, and for me, having something like this on hand, which is crispy, crunchy, full of nutrients, has a lot of really good stuff in it, and will actually make me slow down for a minute because I have to eat it carefully, not just sitting at my table shoving my hand in a bowl. I have to sit quietly and I have to think and I have to stop, and for me this is the best option. Now I decided here, as you can see, not to put the courgette in. I decided on cucumber instead. It's probably a good idea, to be fair, because, you know, that's important. So yeah, I prefer to have something that's got a lot of texture to it, that's raw food, that is easily grabbed. Sure, I mean, there are times when I make things like this and I will chuck in some nuts like cashews or peanuts or almonds, whatever I've got at the time, sometimes even walnuts. I wouldn't do it with this one because walnuts don't really go well with the whole curry flavour. For some reason it just makes it too earthy. But yeah, cashews, peanuts, almonds all work really, really well. But yeah, this satisfies that crunch craving for me. I don't crave sugars or meats or any particular fruit and vegetable, to be honest. What I do is I do crave textures, and for me this kind of snack, having it available in the fridge, is my best option to go for. Sure, I do things like carrot sticks and celery sticks and have those around as well. The problem is with those that I will sit there and just eat a whole packet of carrots or a whole celery and just won't stop eating it. So to have something that's got a little bit of everything in it is probably a better option health wise. I do make dips, I do all of that kind of stuff, and I usually have all this plant-based dairy on hand to do those kinds of things when I want to be a little bit more healthy than normal. And no, buying the plant-based stuff probably isn't as healthy as it could be, but you know, sometimes we've just got to look at what's the easy option. And for me, on this particular day, this was the easy option. Now, if you don't have all of these things, you don't have to have all of these things. You could, if you've got a block of tofu, just use that and mash it down, add in a little bit of whatever plant-based milk you want to make the dressing, and you will end up with a really good sort of mayo substitute, which will work just as well as this is. So, you know, it's entirely up to you at the end of the day. I do like my rice wine vinegar though. I really, really do. And I really love apple cider vinegar as well as a really good option. But, you know, use what you've got. White wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, sherry vinegar, whatever. If you've made your own vinegar and you made some of that pineapple skin vinegar, oh yeah, do that. This particular Indian spice blend, I do have a video too, so check the cards above and I'll put a link to it in the description below as well. And all you've just got to do is just mix it all up, and so you've got yourself like almost like a vinaigrette. It doesn't have to be mayo-like. I'm not a huge fan of mayo, and I'm not a huge fan of salad cream or any of those things. I don't mind a creamy dressing, like something like a Caesar dressing, but I prefer it to be more vinaigrette level, if that makes sense, which is why the added rice wine vinegar, etc., so that I didn't end up with a clumpy chunky thing. But it also, if you make it in a vinaigrette style, not only does it it's not as clumpy and clunky in your mouth, it's also slightly pickles the vegetables. So if you have to leave it for a couple of days, it will pickle, and it will actually get better as it goes. Trust me on this, it's really cool. And I am a pickle fiend, I'm not gonna lie, I am a proper pickle fiend. So anything that I can get pickled, and if I can get it pickled, I will. I'll do it. I'll do it. I will. I'll fight you for it. I will. You just want to make sure that the whole thing's just fully coated is pretty much all, and it's up to you if you eat it now, leave it for a couple of hours. I normally leave them for a couple of hours, but on this day, just for you guys, I'm doing a bit of a taste test. I'm doing a little bit of a taste test because I can. Now please understand that my kitchen is a working kitchen. It is our home. It is where we live. And on this day I was actually recording quite a lot of different things, so I had stuff everywhere. So yeah. And I decided that I would put a little bit of chopped up chives on top because I had them and I could. So yeah. Very tired this day, but lots to do, lots of things happening, and I just needed a crunch break. So if you guys have enjoyed watching this video, please do give it a thumbs up and comment down below, and you could be in to win. And I will see you guys later on. Have a really, really awesome rest of your day. If you enjoyed this, please do subscribe to the channel and you can get more videos like it. I'll see you later. Bye.